saying Jehovah.
What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? How you doing? First and foremost, man, I want to thank everyone for the love and support. And like I always say, man, we'll always be humble and thankful for that. And I salute y'all and I love y'all for that. Now, before I get started, please hit that subscribe button for your boy. Please hit that subscribe button for your boy. Essence Festival, Essence Festival, Essence Festival. Now, I don't know if y'all heard about it. I'm just not hearing about it today. My mama sent me the article about what's going on with Essence and how that African is suing the other African and the white man about how they just smeared her name, okay? Now, this is from Complex, right? So I'm going to read the article out to y'all what's going on with the African lady Wanga that was the CEO at the time suing the people. The fallout from the controversial 2025 Essence Fest is now headed to court. Carolyn Wanga, the former CEO of Essence Venture, has filed a defamation lawsuit against the company and its parent company, Sundial Media and Technology Group, alleging that the company leadership allowed a false public narrative to spread after last year's festival and failed to correct the record despite repeated requests. According to the complaint filed in New York State Court and obtained by NOLA.com, Wanga claims she was wrongly blamed for many of the decisions that sparked backlash surrounding the 2025 Essence Fest, including criticism of the festival's Pan-African programming focus. We're going to get to that. And its partnership with Target, which faced scrutiny from some consumers over changes to its diversity, equity, inclusion initiative, whatever. I ain't gonna read all that. Now, what's funny about this, y'all? We talked about how they were trying to Pan-Africanize Essence Fest by having all these foreign groups performing, by having Jollof versus Jambalaya, that type BS, having Africans talking about how we should go back to Africa and stuff like that, or having Caribbean saying that this is our stuff, this is all of ours, we are all one, in which we're not all one. And we complained about it. We dragged Essence Fest, and we gotta give a shout out to the family for dragging at the Essence Festival last year. And for them to admit that Pan-Africanism was not it for that festival, I am so happy that they know that they effed up. Let me say that one more time. I am so happy that they know they have effed up. And that's the good thing about delineation. But I got to give my New Orleans people some credit also. My Louisiana, but I'm going to strictly talk to New Orleans. New Orleans have their own culture. New Orleans people felt very disrespected by the Essence Festival, not by including Jollof versus Jambalaya. Trying to erase New Orleans history from Essence Festival and then put in this Pan-African mess into the Essence Festival. Having Caribbean people perform. Now let me say this. There's nothing wrong with an African or a Caribbean performer. I ain't tripping on that. But to have a lot of them there to perform to an American-based audience that don't really listen to what's that shit called? That Afrobeat music, and then you got mixed in with Caribbean music. Like, a lot of Black Americans don't listen to that. I ain't saying they don't listen to it, but for the most part, they not really listen to that mess. Especially when you got elders like my mother, like my auntie, like my uncles, like other people, grandmas and granddaddies. They go to Essence Festival, they hear the Frankie Beverly Mays, even though R.I.P., but they here to hear old school. Then for my age range, we want to hear some, some Tank, some Brandy, who else we got? Beyonce, people like that. We want to hear that. And I'm pretty sure young people want to see NBA Youngboy, stuff like that. But we not really rocking with no Afro beats. Or no Caribbean music. I don't even know what Caribbean music popping right now. I don't even know what artists are. I don't know none of that. It's just me. That's just me. Y'all probably know more than I do. But they deserve everything that is coming their way. Now, for that African Wanga lady, talking about she suing because she was they had her as the face, and she started working for them. I think she said like in May 2025. I think that was her last day. And I'm just saying what I read in the rest of the article. And she was saying that was like her last month working for them, and and they said, well, don't announce it yet because wait till after the Essence Festival. Please don't, because we want to show that you still a part of it, whatever. But it looked like what Africans do. When Wanga saw that it went downhill, the Essence Fest had a bad taste in a lot of Black American people's mouth. The Essence Fest was a flop. The Essence Fest didn't really generate no money. Matter of fact, I think they still in the hole. I think they still don't they owe New Orleans or Louisiana or something like that? Don't they still owe a couple $1 million to them? So they still in the hole. They still in debt. People still are upset. I don't even know if it's still going on, but I did look online. I did see tickets was for sale, but I have a reason why I say I don't know if it's still going on because I haven't heard really people talk about it. I'm from Mississippi, so there's people from Mississippi that's not even talking about going to the Essence Fest. Usually they love going to the Essence Fest. Even last year I didn't hear people talk about going. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's gonna be another flop this year. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I think if it wasn't a flop, I think she would have took credit for it. But since her name getting dragged, since everybody exposing who she is, since everybody finding out what the real game and the real deal was, that's what we got. So I don't know, man. We gonna see, cause she was very arrogant. She was very arrogant, man. I remember she was on the Breakfast Club, and that's what it was too. So we gonna see, y'all. We gonna see what the deal is, and let me just look her up and see where she from, because I want to know what part of Africa she from. Let's see what part of Africa she from, because I know she's married to a white man. Let's see where she's from, y'all. Let's see where she's from. Yeah, she's from Kenya. Her whole family from Kenya. Ain't that something? Yeah, she's a Kenyan African woman. Then she used to dress real funny. And I remember, man, she was on the Breakfast Club talking real kind of arrogant a little bit. So that's why I said, man, you knew what was going on. But shout out to my New Orleans people, man. They did y'all wrong out there, man. I remember there was like a book. They were like having like a book conference out there like 2 or 3 years ago. And I remember Essence didn't want their names on the conference. You get what I'm saying? Because they said I guess they couldn't get no money off of it. But it was a lot of business owners that make money when the Essence Festival come. They have like certain conferences or certain parties or certain things like that where people can come and they'll use Essence like, hey, come here, Essence Book Club or Essence Club, like whatever the name they give it. But the Africans are like, no, man, we need to get a piece of that. And look what greed. Greed would destroy anything that you do, bro. Anything that you do. Especially when you ain't from the lineage. Especially you're not connecting with the Black American people. Especially when you stop something that's been running real good and now you want to throw a monkey wrench in it because you got this tribalistic mindset and this attitude that you just feel like people should not benefit off something that's been in New Orleans culture for so long. I am happy to see this. And like I said before, Essence Fest, we can always create another Essence Fest. Man, we in a new type of feel right now. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by feel is, man, that popping fans music, like blues starting to come back. You start to see more young people speak the blues. You know what I'm saying? We stepping now again. You know what I'm saying? We outside at these trail rides and stuff like that. Even though stuff been popping off now, especially out there in Jackson, man. R.I.P. to the young baby that was unalive, man. She went to a trail ride, got unalive, man. So let me say R.I.P. to that young baby, man. I think she just graduated high school and stuff. That was a sad situation. I just want R.I.P. to her family. But we starting to get out more now. You know what I'm saying? We starting to touch grass more, especially in the South. Because the soul is in the South, man. The music is in the South. So I think now, since we got this going on, y'all, man, I can see something positive happening, man. And I think it's a great thing because it's going to be hard trying to make that type of music go mainstream because everybody ain't really into it like that. Like the mainstream, like including white. Well, I ain't gonna say white people because I be seeing a couple white people grooving to our music now. But that soul coming back, y'all. The soul of Black Americans is coming back, and that delineation movement is part of it. That's why I gotta give y'all once again a big salute for us speaking out against the Essence Fest. How upset we was, the BS that my people that went out there had to deal with, the vendors getting overcharged, man. I ain't like that. I ain't like to see my people get taxed like that. And my business owners in New Orleans, man, I know they missed out on a lot of money last year and the year before. So salute to y'all, man. Y'all gonna get y'all. They gonna get. They got. They get the ancestors working on them right now. And the ancestors do not play about us. But anyway, what's y'all thoughts on that? What's y'all thoughts on Wanga suing Essence Fest? What's y'all thoughts on Essence Fest? Period. Do you know anybody that's attending? Are you going? Let me know if you going. You know what I'm saying? I might fly out there and meet y'all at one of them gas stations where we sell them shrimp po' boys at or something like that, man. And I buy y'all like a $3 margarita. It's something I can afford as a po' nigga. But anyway, I love y'all so much. Salute.